to the stream. Today I'm playing more Maplestory as usual, and I don't know if it's noticeable, but I did raise the desktop audio in the audio mixer because in the past couple streams I noticed that I was so much louder than the game, and it's at the moment it's at like I just raised it by 3 notches, so if it's still quiet after this stream, which might be the case, I will raise it a little bit. I'll raise it a bit more, and go from there. And hopefully actually do some audio testing because, yeah. And also, if the voice acting is not heard, I did raise the in-game sound effects, so when I re-enable that, you would hear it more clearly. Because I'm a little upset that I was so much louder than the storyline. Okay, give me a second. I think this is one case where I am going to put the sound effects on. Okay. Yeah, I raised it a little more, so you'll hear it more than the actual music playing. And also, I have leveled 15 levels on this character because I did kind of want to get through, be closer to level 100. And I didn't want to start this one because Pantheon, I think, if I'm right, all the Grandis classes have unique story quests within the Elysium area. So I want to do that on stream. So let's do that. Okay. Given the gravity of the situation at hand, you will forgive me for foregoing formalities. I am sending this message to heroes in the hopes that you will be willing to join forces with my people, the Nova. We have been fighting to take back our capital from the tyrant Magnus, and we think we have an opportunity to gain the upper hand. We ask for your support in this critical campaign. Okay, yeah. I can't turn a blind eye to people in trouble. What kind of knight would that make me? They reached out to me for aid, despite the bad blood between our peoples. I should help them. Belthar at the Elysium Reclamation HQ can bring you up to speed. Please travel to Pantheon at once. Okay. I've heard a lot about you, but that doesn't mean I trust you. Since you've gained Fennel's favor, maybe I'll give you a shot. Okay. Until we can take Elysium back from Magnus, we'll be operating out of Pantheon. We've been slowly building our strength, and we're finally ready to take on that vile monster. But Magnus's army is still quite strong, and there's still a good chance we could lose everything we've built so far. Our commanders at the Elysium front are Adele and Piston. Will you meet with them and offer your assistance? Oh my god. I'm noticing the in-game chat and so many people are claiming their relay prizes. Okay, takes a second. Tyrion will be waiting. Okay, don't mind sound effects. I know they're loud. If it's dialogue that's pretty much identical for like most classes, I will skip it, but like for example, like Kaiser and Angelic Buster had unique stuff, so I'm kind of going off that. And as you guys can see, people are buying the random rose clippings I put up in the auction house. Cause I was like pretty much leveling my herbalism skill in this stuff, and I gained like about 12 roses from all that, so I'm like trying to give some of them away because I'm like, there's so many of them. Anyways, okay. You must be the High Flora Knight. Veldar just told me you'd be coming. I'm Tyrion. The Spectre army executed a surprise attack, and Elysium Reclamation HQ is falling apart. I'm sorry, I need a moment. I think think at this point I need to disable sound effects because we're about to fight enemies. Okay. Okay, this is just identical dialogue. Okay. The newer classes, like, you could tell it's more unique stuff from the dialogue boxes now, I think. Kaiser and the Jellic Buster still use the old one. Because they kind of predate it. Okay. Now this is simple, just... Oh, right. Not that button. Where is it? I'm gonna go change those click slots. Okay. Also, a good thing I did level up a bit because these ones are a little more tanky. Like, these enemies are more tanky, which is a little bit more annoying if I was just a level 90, so I'm glad I didn't, like, bother. Okay. I don't think there will be any voice acting, so I guess we'll, like, not have the sound effects on for the most part. Oh. Okay. Not yet. Okay. Inspector. Okay. Also, while I'm doing this, I could pretty much easily reach level 100, so we could get that quest done and stuff. Oh, yeah, I've grinded a lot. I think if I manage to get this, I did the math, so I'm able to get this in time, but I think for the box, I think I'll get the weapon on this character. Or should I get it on the other character? No, I think this character. Okay, this is identical dialogue. I've done the normal storyline on Explorer, so I can tell which one is like pretty much identical. Okay, so I think a few of the quests will be Oh, that's a Luminous. I haven't done the Elodin theme dungeon as much. I've only done it twice. Yeah, I've only done it twice. Once on my burning character in when the theme dungeon came out, and another was my Pathfinder. I think I showed it on stream when I did. Oh yeah, I never really mentioned this, but I did stream Pathfinder. I did stream Pathfinder, and actually, yeah, I did, but there's one stream I did, and I never uploaded it. I just left it to be deleted off Twitch naturally. So that's like one Maplestory VOD I have done and never uploaded to YouTube because I was like, I wasn't too proud of this VOD. And I really wasn't, because it really was not my favorite stream, because it was bad. It was kind of a mix of exhaustion and like saying a bunch of random stuff that I have no idea what I was saying. Nothing bad, just more like I was talking, but then it kind of derailed so much because I was forgetting what to say. And yeah, that one wasn't fun. Anyways, so yeah, I'm trying to get my Adele character to level 2 200, obviously, before the deadline, which is, I think, July 21st. Of course, I'm excited to play this character a lot, but at the same time, I'm also like, I kind of want to show you guys the quest. So, I'm pretty much going to be doing that. Like the hidden memory stuff. So, as I get to them, I will be streaming on those, like, for that stuff. Of course, that means I had... Oh, great, my listing expired. I'll do that later. It's not a problem. It's not the end of the world. I am also trying to sell a couple more items, but no one wants to buy them. So, yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay, the quests are pretty much the same. If it's different, it'll probably be the dialogue box at the bottom of this screen. I see these guys are really tanky. I don't know why they did that. Oh god, not the guild. And speaking of which, once I reach level 101, I'll switch to my other character and add this character to my guild. I had no idea they changed the requirements now, that you have to be level 101 for the guild. This one's more powerful, the skill. Greatness. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Reign of Destruction is one I'm trying to add points in. It's on a random key right now because I don't know what to put it on yet. So, oh yeah, on other news, I have signed up to the Funimation Con stuff. I don't know. Anyways, the point being, yeah, I signed up for something, and it also kind of conflicts, I mean, why do I pronounce words weirdly? With, like, scheduling, because July 3rd, already so much is happening. You have... like, so much is already happening July 3rd for me. One, Animal Crossing New Horizons has its summer update. I got my throat. Okay, sorry about that. My throat kind of stopped for a minute. To kind of point out, I am fine. My throat, it's just like phlegm and stuff, and I really hate it. Doesn't help that it's like, you know, more or less allergy season. So actually, not exactly, but it's kind of like the season where your throat. Well, it's summer for one thing. And summer, you tend to be very, dehydrated. It's more on the fact that it's summer and it's, like, dry, you know? And it's also the thing that whenever I stream, my throat acts up. And I hate when that happens. It's just because I'm always so nervous. Of course, I'm less nervous now, but it's also like, I don't know why it still happens. It's weird. Well, that and part of the reason is because I pretty much woke up like... Well, I woke up 3-ish hours ago and pretty much ate breakfast just an hour ago, so that's probably why. That's why I usually don't eat before a stream. Because that... yeah. Anyways. As I was saying, so many things are happening on July 3rd for me. You have... There's the Animal Crossing update, where they added swimming, diving, etc. Only Wave 1. Wave 2 is coming in August. Then you have... Well, for me, there's the new Seraph of the End chapter. And, I'm already nervous about what's gonna happen. I'm not prepared to go back to the teenagers, though. Chapter 91 was of other characters, but I'm still nervous about, like, what's happening with the teens. And, I'm also streaming that day. To kind of also point out, my stream for, like, days Seraph of the End chapters come out, well, one, I'm always gonna do a stream on that day. And two, the stream is always going to be set around 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And why is it 1 p.m. and not like 10, 11 o'clock? Oh god, the game lagged. Well, the reason is because... the manga chapter comes out at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Noon. Lunchtime, basically. For most people. And obviously I read it around that time, and well, yeah, pretty much I read it around that time. Yeah, I want to give myself at least 30 minutes and then start streaming to talk about it. That's pretty much the gist of it. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying. Okay, so yeah, new chapter comes out. Obviously, I will stream after that chapter. And what else? Oh yeah. And also, I signed up for this, like, Funimation Con thing. Like, with all their, like, virtual con and stuff. And, that's also on the 3rd of July. Well, July 3rd and 4th, but, you know. I mean, I think I could just jump on there anytime during the day anyway, but still, it conflicts with my schedule a little bit. Actually, I don't think it does, because, my stream well, I'll pretty much only do an hour-long stream, I think, on that day anyway, so it'll be fine. I'm still not prepared for a new chapter. Any chapter from now, like, I know it deviated away from the teenagers, but any chapter from now, we're gonna be going back to them, and all the sadness, and I'm not prepared. I say it all the time, that, the recent chapters made me really sad, and I am not kidding. When chapter 89 and 90 came out, chapter 89, when it came out, I was crying. But I still had enough strength to stream. I failed again. I hate that so much. That's a lot of EXP though. So that's fine. Anyways. Like, chapter 89, I did cry a bit, and it really reflects on my final Ori stream, which was the finale of the game. Where at the start of it and during some of the points, you could tell I was really upset already. Because my favorite manga, in this case Seraph of the End, one of my favorites, I like a lot of other animes too, but that's one of them. But Serafia made me cry. And you could really tell I was upset before I even finished Ori because, yeah. And, what else? Not only was I upset, but, yeah. And I did read all the manga chapters from Volume 11 at the end of April as well. And it made Chapter 89 even more heartbreaking. And it was so painful. And it was also days before Chapter 90 came out when I read those chapters again. And then Chapter 90 came out and I was a wreck. Like, that chapter wrecked me so much. I was crying. I was crying so much. I was pretty much heartbroken for a good few hours. And you could still hear it. Like, the stream doesn't exist anymore, but I did highlight a part where I talked about something from those chapters. Of course, I kind of, like, deviated from the subject a tiny bit, but it's pretty much my whole, like, thoughts on one particular thing. Can't get over that. I was just so heartbroken when that chapter, how it ended. I was just like, why you had to do this to us? And what made me cry even more was what happened. Was not what happened made me cry, but the day the chapter came out was May 1st. And if anyone knows Sarah for the End, you would know that a certain character has a birthday on May 1st. If anyone knows what happens in that chapter and knows whose birthday it was on the day that chapter came out, I'll give people like 5 seconds, like, to figure that out because it's pretty obvious. Well, if you know the series, if you don't, then, well, I can't say. But, I remember when I saw that the next chapter was May 1st, and when I was, like, thinking of the series throughout April, I was like, wait a second, that's also a character birthday. And a lot of us were aware, all of us were aware of it in the fan base. And we were all like, oh no, this is sad. And, yeah, it is sad. That made it sadder as they confirmed that he does have feelings for his friend. It's like, but it's also at the moment where things got really depressing too. Okay, I'm here, but what do I do? Oh, use the transmitter, I'm dumb. Okay. Wait, where is this? I've been teleported so far. Why? I love the music here, it's really cute. Oh, I see that they changed how the fangs look. That's actually a good thing because they made them very difficult to tell. Anyways, so the next Seraphian chapter's on Friday. Obviously, everyone has no idea what to expect. I'm obviously gonna avoid Tumblr because for like 24 hours because I think I mentioned this already, but when chapter 89 came out, actually before it came out, someone made a post saying like they heard on Twitter that it's an emotional chapter, and that kind of pretty much spoiled a vague spoiler of what it is. It didn't explain what happens, it just said it was emotional, and I was like, no, don't say that, you're gonna make me expect too much. Sure, I didn't expect too much, regardless, but I don't want to have that happen again because I'll still like expect it a little. Well, of course, reading it again, I knew it was gonna happen. Oh God, when I read it again, I was so upset. I was crying. I really didn't want to read it again when I was reading all the chapters again because I was like, oh no, I should have read all the chapters in March. The one series that I enjoy that made me cry. I do know the last time I actually teared up a lot, like started sobbing, wailing, etc. like was Sankey Zero. At least in recording, like during recording. And that game, okay, Sankey Zero is a game about survival and stuff. And okay, just in this very moment, I just got a notification from Jack's YouTube channel. Yeah, I think he uploaded the finale, and I had to see that when I'm done streaming. And during this whole time, my friend probably is reading it. I mean, not reading, watching it right now. So it's like, actually, I don't know if she is, but basically, she's probably gonna finish watching it before I do. So she's gonna know how it ends. And for context, since this might not be heard, I know I don't have a barrage. I want to get navigation. Basically, to add context of what I'm talking about, because, you know, people probably don't know, will not know months later if they watch this, but it's Jacksepticeye's Last of Us 2 playthrough. I did mention it several times that I'm not too big on zombie apocalypse stories. I still like apocalypse stories, don't get me wrong. I mean, Serve at the End is one. But I don't like the zombie part of apocalypses anymore, so it's kind of derailed after years and years and years, but yeah. But I'm still watching it because I did see the first game. I was curious on how the second game turned out, so here we are. I leveled up. Yay! We're 3 levels away from 100. Okay. Oh, I'm almost done with this. Anyways, yeah, The Last of Us Simulator, yeah, I'm not too big on zombie apocalypse stories. I mean, like, because the zombie part is, like, overdone, like, this point. And that I'm just, like, not interested in zombie apocalypse. But, of course, the reason I'm watching The Last of Us 2 is because I'm just curious on how that, what happens, you know. Like, what's it? Because, you know, I've seen the, yeah. Anyways. I don't have final thoughts yet because, you know, I haven't seen the whole game yet. I think Jack uploaded a final video. He said it was the final one. Probably is. Yeah. He definitely said so. Okay. This comment will probably not age well in the VOD, but whatever. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so, yeah, the finale of his playthrough is today. I think, I don't know, he didn't add it to, like, the end of his, like, to, like, the end of his, like, title. Unless he forgot, I don't know. Doesn't matter, point being, it's pretty much done, I think. And, yeah. Oh yeah, as I was saying, now I remember. I mentioned that obviously final thoughts. I won't have them yet until I watch the rest of the game. I will say so far my thoughts on it is like it's not too bad, although I do agree on pacing, like with the story, because there's like I feel like, you know, like how basically it's given away very early on that you control at least 2 characters, and in my opinion they should have played like these particular sections side by side. Like you have this one event happen, and then you have and then after it's done and like some particular like cutscene happens, like it switches to the other perspective of the same day and go from there. And then it switches. In my opinion, I feel like that would be better, like would have been better than what we got a little bit. Because that's kind of how I view it. Like it could have been done better in that way, than like making you play through one perspective, then forcing you into another, starting like pretty much like abruptly putting you into like the stop position with the with where the plot's going, the story. In my opinion, if they did like that interchanging, like how okay, now I'm trying to remember what game out there kind of does that. I actually don't know. Man, it's been a while. I actually don't know. I know there's a game out there. I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm really trying to remember, but I actually don't. Okay, I definitely... Okay, sorry. What I'm trying to think is, like, I know I played a game where it's, like, there was a switch perspective. But I don't remember which game it is. That's the issue. Because I played so many games, at least, like, once, that I'm, like... Not a lot of games, but I also watched. I didn't play a lot of games. It exists somewhere. I'll say that. It exists somewhere on the internet. I just don't remember what it is. Exactly. Yeah, okay, I can't remember, but I know there's a game out there that kind of does that. Well, in the case of, like, I guess, like, restarting, like, the day and, like, seeing from a different perspective sort of thing. Because I know that, like, obviously some manga, anime I read pretty much do that, but not in the sense of, like, restarting the day. It's more in the sense of the day begins, and then you kind of switch to, like, a different perspective, like, oh, okay, what's going on here, kind of thing. So, it's hard to say 100%. God, now that I say that, I'm just like thinking about manga again. I don't want to think about manga like this. No, my favorite manga's gonna update in like 3 days. I don't want to like think about it too much. Okay. At least they let us teleport us because I don't want to bother with having to deal with it all the time. Oh god, do not sell that. That's useful material. Man, now that I think about it. That's not what I meant to press. I hate this so much. Why? Okay, we don't need these. Don't you hate it when you misclick on a button? Yeah, I do too. Go get these ores. Stones, I mean. It doesn't matter. Same thing. I wonder. I think one of the quests will have Adele meeting Arc. Hope so. Oh wait, no, she doesn't really. She never really heard about him. It's really nice how, like, in the Elysium storyline, like, Ark actually does talk to Ilium and pretty much, like, it's pretty much on his side, let's say that. Because, obviously, Ark is definitely against the High Flora army. Given that, you know, he, like, basically, obviously, was almost turned into a specter for being, disobedient, I guess you could say. Because he was like, you know, he went with what he thought was right, but of course he thought he was wrong and pretty much almost turned him into a specter. Leveling up quite quickly. That's fine. I hate how these enemies are so tanky because it makes going through this area take forever. I do like about like the High Flora, like being playable characters is how it's like giving us like actually no, it's not just like this, but in general stories doing something like this, it kind of gives the perspective that not all like of these kind of people are bad. Like in this story, the High Flora are, you know, trying to be the most superior beings on Grandis. However, you see that there are, like, at least, like, one High Flora who is against it, who does not approve of what's going on. And it's nice to see that. Because it gives perspective that it's not all black and white. It's a very gray field of morality. Very gray on gray morality. Or is it blue-orange morality? I don't know which one it is. I do know that, last time I read TV tropes, Serve at the End is described as a blue-orange morality, series. Where, like, neither side is good or evil. It's, like, doing what they, like... It's complicated. Basically, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like the people you trust are your true allies, for the most part. Of course, I heard those, like, stories where betrayal's the thing, but, being, yeah, that's like a thing in stories, we're like at it, like, for most stories, like, it's not all about, like, who's, like, whichever side you want to pick, it's more like, whoever you pick, it's always, like, has to be the people you trust your lives with. That's, and it's pretty much there for the end at this point. Because, because for the most part, the teenagers do not trust anyone older than them, other than themselves. So. And, I don't want to discuss too much because I don't want to remind myself of what happened to a character who is, as I say several times, my favorite character in Syrup the End. No, I'm also glad I read the light novel too. A tongue. On my throat. Is there anything else here? Okay, let's go sell some items. I think at this point I could just grind. Oh, there's a quest. How do I get out of here? Can I walk? Probably have to. Okay, I'm lazy. Let's actually just do this instead. I love this area though, it's so nice. Okay, this does seem like a quest. Adele informs me that you were a big help in reclaiming Elysium. I suppose I was a little hard on you before. Sorry. It takes a lot of strength and courage to do what you have. You're a true friend to our people. I also believe you only have good intentions. Please visit Pantheon whenever you wish. And contact me if you ever need our help. That's nice. I know people will be like, why'd you put sound effects on? Well, I can. Okay. I need the guide open. Let's go find a training spot. My god, my button is like smaller than I thought on the keyboard. Oh, speaking of which, I need a new keyboard soon. Okay, we can't really do anything there, so let's do some Ellen Forest stuff. Because I can pretty much level quickly in this region. Let me go put this here. Okay. So obviously oh my god, keyboard. Oh yeah, lately my keyboard is being much more annoying than it should be. Because my keyboard, like some of the keys are getting stuck much more often than they should, and it's so annoying. And again, it can't be helped because this keyboard sucks. And I need to get a new one eventually. Oh yeah, and also, on other news, I got my desk mat, my Trails of Cold Steel 3 desk mat. And it's right where my stuff is right now. Like, and of course, when I got this, it reminded me that I'm gonna get a new desk soon because I will be getting one thanks to it. Because this table, because I use it so much, like the edges of it are soft. So as time went on, it kind of like created like formations, I guess. And I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah, that happened. And again, it can't be helped because, you know, the obvious reason. Oh, my throat. Why is it like this? Anyways, oh yeah, and also, I think later today I'm gonna get my Trails of Cold Steel Switch limited edition. And I can't wait to get my hands on it because I pre-ordered that in December. Obviously, the game wasn't set for a release at that time. And yeah, it just came out on Switch today, June 30th. So, yay! I'll be getting that. However, there's the big issue that I did not finish the previous games yet. I've only seen Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, but I love the Trail series, so I wanted to get Cold Steel 3. I will be watching Trails in the Sky, Crossbell Saga, as much as I'm able to, because, you know, there's no official English translation of Crossbell. And I know there's like remake going on, the remaster for PS4, but I just want to watch a fan translated playthrough right away so I could be caught up with events in the story. So yeah, starting like pretty soon, I'm gonna start watching Trails in the Sky. Then I'm gonna watch a fan translation of Crossbell. And I'll rewatch Cold Steel 1 and 2. And I know people ask, why don't you just play Trails in the Sky Saga trilogy and Cold Steel 1 and 2 yourself? There's an issue. I don't have money for any of those games. I don't have the money for the games. So of course I can't play them because I don't have that much money. Oh, the combo reset, are you serious? But yeah, I don't have money for a lot of games right now because I have so many pre-orders going on. this. And also, I'm also gonna start. I'm gonna pre-order Cold Steel 4, Trails of Cold Steel 4 for the Switch. And along with a couple other things. Like, one, Gizmo US added a pre-order period for Hanaka-kun Nendoroid, and he's so adorable, and I'm like, I want him! And also I like the series a lot, so why not? And I will also at some point pre-order Ys 9, because recently that was announced for in English release, and I'm excited because it looks so good, and I actually like the Ys series. Of course I say that, and I never once touched upon the earlier ones past Ys 8. I'm before Ys 8. And obviously the reason is because, well, I didn't check them out. I've only seen Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Donna, I think it's what it's called. And I have seen bits and pieces of the other games too, so that's something as well. But like, I saw Ys 9, and I think the theme of it is like something I might enjoy. I might enjoy the theme, in that game. Oh yeah, and also the thing about the Ys series, and also to point out, it's the title of the series is YS in spelling, which I pronounce as Ys, like Ys 8. I don't know what's the correct pronunciation. People are like, it's like pronounced Ys, like yes, but more like no E or anything. Wise. I don't know, people probably tell me in the comments, or I could Google it and find out that way, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. And yeah, basically the series, the franchisees, you don't have to play the previous games. Unlike the Trail series, which is by the same company, Falcom, you don't have to play the Ys games, like, to play the latest one. Because, as someone said, they're pretty standalone, so I could pretty much play it without playing the previous games. So, that's why I'm getting Ys 9. Because of that reason. I mean, like, you know, like, there are reoccurring characters, but it does not really affect so much of the plot of the series. Because each game has its own story, and mostly just focuses directly on the events of, you know, what happens. And, what caught my interest in Ys 9 was, after seeing that trailer, it seems like it'll be so supernatural, even more supernatural than, like... How do I put this? As far as I know, the Ys series is all, like, about adventures and stuff. And from what I heard, how do I put this? From what I know, thanks to the 8th game, 8th main title. How do I put this? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm trying to say, okay, yeah, I have no idea how to put this, but thanks to, like, the 8th game, like, there is, like, not just, like, magic, I guess, stuff going on, but... like, I guess, like, supernatural things, I guess, and, what else? I'm I'm trying to think, but my mind is like blank. I'm trying to say that like the 8th game, it seems like it's more like supernatural-like, where I don't know how to describe it because I only saw a trailer. I'm only guessing this based on trailers. Well, the only single English trailer that exists right now, I mean. But I'm excited for it. I have not seen anything about it. I avoided videos, streams that I saw pop up, so I don't, you know what's happening. So on, so on, so forth. Okay, let's keep going with leveling my character. Anyways, point being, I'm excited for Ys 9. Seems like I'll definitely be more interested in this one. I mean, I enjoy Ys 8, but it also, like... Well, I mean, it's natural for games to have its flaws. In this case, they could have done the audio balancing better, because 100% voice volume is pretty much... Like... It's kind of weird case. The playthrough I watched, he had the music background and sound effects at 50, and the voice acting at 100. But the voice acting is quiet compared to 50% music volume. I'm like, why is that a thing? It makes no sense at all because it's like, why do they do this? Why do they kind of do this? It makes no sense. Yeah, and also that's kind of why, when I'm doing playthroughs with voice acting, it depends on the game. Like, Elder Scrolls Online, an MMO I play, which I am streaming now because I found a way to make it less taxing, with lag. The reason I lagged is because I immediately start the game after, after I open the launcher, which... was not the smartest thing. I'm supposed to wait out a bit before I do that, but yeah. Bad stats. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and also I did hear about the whole, I did read about that there was an incident involving the localization of Ys 8. It's pretty good, right away, now, but I heard that they did not have a good time developing the localization because, I don't remember what I read, but I heard that, like, things got problematic with, like, whoever translated it, that they had to redo the entire script from scratch, like, because of it. And on the good side of things, it was definitely worth their effort to do that because, the script now is obviously not bad. I don't know how bad it must have been, but, yeah. But, like, they fixed it, and also they polished the PC version of it, a few months ago, so it's much better, now. Yeah. But it's not a bad game. It's pretty good. So yeah. Okay, come on. One more. But yeah. Also, definitely can't wait for Ys 9. And since the games are standalone, I don't have to play the previous games. I think there are references to the previous games, but they're not, like, significant enough that you have to play them, as far as I know. I can't wait, though. Oh god, my ears. As I said before with like pre-orders and stuff, I have a lot of them pending right now. 3 of them, in fact, were supposed to be in my hands right about now. However, because you know, they're being shipped from Japan and all, like I don't have access to them yet. Because international shipping is still a mess. And that really sucks because I really want my figures. What is wrong with the pet's auto movement? Anyways, is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, like 3 other pre-orders that were supposed to be here now, like, I still don't have them, and it really sucks with the situation. I get what's going on because it's going to be shipped from Japan, and, you know, with international shipping messed up, it's like, it's exhausting. I just really want them because I'm supposed to get them by now, but they didn't, like, you know, because, you know, everything going on. It makes sense, I know, but I do wish I had them now, or at least have the money transacted. I'm not gonna do that yet until they're shipping it out, so I think when I get an email about it, they'll tell me, like, hey, make sure you have this much, like, ready, because we'll be transacting it. I mean, they did that with the NIS America pre-orders, so, yeah, it's okay. Also, I'm really glad I got this desk mat. For reference to people who don't know what it looks like, I think I'll share part of it when I take a picture of when I get the Switch Limited Edition, but what the desk mat for Trails of Cold Steel 3 looks like, I think it's still on NIS America's website, so if you check the store and look up desk mat or something related to Trails, you would see it. You would see what it looks like, the image on it. And I really like it. Because I don't have some terrible looking mouse pad anymore on my desk. Because before I had a mouse pad and I didn't like it. It was so bad. Okay, seriously, why is the game doing this to me? Stop it. It gave me the same stupid thing in the portal. Are you kidding? Okay, why can't these stack for some reason? I really hate how they have different codes for power elixirs. level up. Okay. Let's go get our job advancement. First, we have to get our stat points like inputted. Okay, let's do this. First job advancement. I hear something calling out to me. It's the voice from the night statue. Should I heed its call? Oh, wait, give me a second. Oh, come on, really? Why you have to do this? I hate this thing so much. Why is it so annoying? I hate how that glitches out too. As soon as I open my mind to the fountain's voice, a mysterious light swirls around me. The image of Restonia's town square appears in the distance, drawing rapidly closer.
You who are beloved by the sword, search for the light within the darkness.
As I reached out to touch the mysterious light, something astonishing happened. Those memories etched somewhere in the depths of my soul, shrouded in darkness for countless years, at long last filtered to the surface.
I see. Very well. Change of plans! Seal the traitor!
You heard him! Seal the traitor!
If the power of the blade has not abandoned me, please grant me the strength to carry on. There is still something I must do.
Is the spell ready yet? Cast it now while their magic is exhausted!
Do it now!
I was locked away within the void as punishment for betraying my lord. Does someone who's done what I've done deserve a second chance at life?
Light still dwells within you.
Okay. I also just realized I forgot to switch the screen again. I know I missed something. Mysterious light has awakened something within you. A strength buried deep within. Still don't understand why I was called to Restonia. I betrayed my lord. So why was I freed from my prison? And why did I appear in front of Jerome at precisely that moment? Number quest. Okay, it's a simulator center quest. I forgot to switch the screen again. And for reference, it's something like this. Because for cutscenes, I would want you guys to see it clearly, but of course I messed up. It's fine, it's fine. Trying to look at the skill. Well, at least this time there's voice acting, so you guys don't really have to have it zoomed in or anything. Okay, let's get Night Pledge coupon. Ooh. Things. Better version of this. Okay. I didn't mute it. Okay. This is hard to control. Figure out. Okay. I'll put that on that key. Put it there. So this skill is actually useful. Okay, let's continue with quest stuff. Okay, yeah, Call of Sword. Obviously the next one's definitely a level 200, and Hidden Memory, I'm assuming, is between right now and level 200. So, be getting more of it until later, obviously. There's no wings. Interesting enough, even though, like, obviously, like, the Flora characters have wings, technically we learned that, at least for the high Flora, they could turn them off. And it's interesting because we haven't seen Ark's or Adele's wings, yet. Like, their red wings. Oh, that bugged out. Wow. Using these skills is actually really fun. First I had to figure things out a little more, but for now, I'm gonna start out slow so I don't, you know, mess up. I think at this point it doesn't matter if we switch the screens or not, but I really do prefer to show the cutscene stuff in the bigger screen. Let's just focus on leveling up a lot because I really want to get to level 200 in a short amount of time. Oh, I forgot to sell items. Knew something was missing, a bit. meet boss monster. I am not prepared for that. Okay, anyways, can I do the right side? Not yet. Let's sell all these things. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get like items anyway later. No, I don't think it kind of matters which screen I switch to, but I do kind of prefer to, like, as I said, I do prefer showing the cutscenes from it. Okay. Okay, time to defeat some boars. I guess I don't need this because the auto system works fine. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, last is the hour and a half. Okay. I'm thinking about it, I remember this one visual novel that is actually adorable, and I'm just like thinking about it, and you know, thinking about it, I do kind of want to play it, but it's also like a lengthy one, and there's like plenty of videos on YouTube, so it's fine. It does require guides to complete. I just remember, like, okay, basically the visual novel, if I'm correct, it's about like, it's pretty simple and cute. Where, well, it starts out that way, that a girl finds like a basket of 5 like small animals, and after a good portion of the game, especially depending on if you get affinity for one particular animal, basically you're locked into, it's basically a dating simulator thing, but it's a little more complicated. And if you get a high, like if you reach a high affinity with one of the small animals before a certain point, I don't know how far into the game, but basically the animals turn into humans with the ears and the tails. Yeah, that happens. And, yeah. It's a little more complicated because I don't know how to explain it without making it kind of sound like something people don't like. Because, you know, people will be like, oh gosh, it's a person with animal ears. I don't like this. It's like, well, too bad. I like it. I don't care. And also, it's in a video game. It's not real life. It's fine. But anyways, like the point being is like I just remembered that visual novel and it's really cute. I didn't see all the routes when I've seen the game. I've only seen 2 routes. Actually, no, 3. I haven't seen the other 2 yet. But like, there's yeah, I didn't see all the routes, but I did see at least like the cutscenes of when they turn human, like around her. They all turn human, but depending on the highest affinity, like that's the unique cutscene you get. And I've seen like 4 out of the 5. One of them was adorable because it's like feeding him apples because he was like a little bunny, and then when she turns around, like just during the whole moment she looked away, he turned into a human. So when she turned around, she was like, "What the heck? When did this happen?" It was so cute. It was really adorable. Are you serious? It didn't drop the item? Anyways, as I said, it was really adorable. Oh, fine. I can't try to get a cave yet. Can you get me held up to 8 seconds? Damage taken. Trying to test something. Ooh. testing some skills, because, you know... Are you kidding me? Why is it not dropping? I'm supposed to get the Tusk, but I hate how this kind of quest item does not drop immediately. It's kind of annoying. Can I join guild now? No. Guild leader. Okay, give me a moment to do this. I'm leveled 6 levels so far. It took 6 hours. Yeah, I'm a slow level up person in this game. I was just thinking about it, I might be, just streaming Maplestory a lot for a while and not ESO. So, get used to that, I guess. There you go. I really hate how the contribution EXP, honor EXP, it's like, why am I so far into the negatives for it? Why did the game do that to me? Because I can't even level up again in the guild until, like, I get rid of all the negative honor EXP, which really sucks. Okay. Return, but also I realized I got an achievement after all that. I am not low. What's this? Join a guild. Oh. Ride a Sharenian demon mount. What's that? How is this a global completion? Why is why is it so low? Anyways, let's keep going with this. Are you kidding me? Why is it not dropping? This is actually a more annoying quest than I thought. It's like, it's supposed to drop immediately, but why does the quest item not want to drop immediately? Again, it doesn't. What is going on? Come on. Gotta keep doing this. It's annoying. Again, it doesn't drop. What the heck? Come on. Oh my god, they should really fix the drop rate of that. Like, seriously, it's so annoying. There we go. Finally. a normal item? Well, it is a normal item, so it makes sense, but that's kind of annoying. I have to defeat that like 3 times or something. Oh my god, just accept the quest. Trying to get as much grinding into this character as I can before, like, the 21st. And my glasses are blurry. I didn't even touch them. Oh, burning field. First time I got one now. Why do I keep thinking something's appearing on my monitor for some reason? Oh, is there something? Give me a moment. Let me go finish this quest and then we'll click the bubble above our heads. Speaking of which, I'm gonna add some points. God, it tells us so many damage points. Like, increased attack power, I mean. I think Adele's like one of this, easily another strong, another strong Grandis class in the game. Oh wait, I already finished this grinding. get this one. Stunned. Oh, okay. Let's do that because that seems like one of those like very like one hit like a lot of damage skills. I like skills on specific keys because of what they do and what I'm most comfortable with my like keyboard placement and all. Anyways. Also, like, now that I think about it a lot, I'm so glad I read one of the Seraphinian light novels, because I feel like what's happening is gonna be more, like, it's not exactly completely related, because, I mean, it is still. It's a side story that explains other details in full. But I'm just, like, thinking about it and how, like, it didn't really kind of mention more about the whole, like, name thing, like significance in the circumstances. Hasn't really gone there yet. Because the light novel I read mostly focused around like a backstory from like 700 years before the start of Seraphinian. And a bit before the start of the series overall, which was, yeah. And I say that because, the focus of the series is mostly when the protagonist is 16 of the manga, by the way, and but it starts out when he was 12, so 4 years prior and stuff. Anyways, let's go to town. Actually, let me go finish this quest. Almost done. That was quick. Let's go max this out. Okay. That's over with. Let's go check. Oh. Okay, so just continuation of those quests. Actually, I thought there were like story things, but there wasn't. I had to walk all the way there. Why? let's get the navigation. Look at my keys. Why? Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna take a quick break for about 2 minutes, so I'll be back in that much time. Okay, I've returned. This is all pre-quest stuff, so I'm just gonna do them since they're here. Like to the Magnus boss, by the way. I have to loot this. Oh! Portal. Oh, monster been added to the collection. I'll check that out in a bit. I also, just like 2 days ago, I started watching, a playthrough on, Persona 4 Arena. The story DLC stuff. And, the guys, they're going to be playing both the Arena games, but I do like how I love the dialogue so much in the story mode. It's amazing. The inner dialogue, mostly. It's like, I don't know how to put it, but it was just glorious dialogue. This is- Okay, now that I think about the light novel, it's the one of the Servian ones. Like, I can't get over just like they actually put something like this one thing into it, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's something I rather not read about in a lifetime, and it's like, it's one of those sensitive things, and kind of makes sense it would happen considering how messed up the world is in the story, but it's like, why having to read it is so dark. Oh, it is so dark. Trying to look at the. Okay, anyways. Oh yeah, also, regarding the light novel, like, in the manga, if you just read a manga, like, at least, like, one of the vampires tried to explain their, how they, like, their human life, but of course, the main character in the story didn't seem to understand anything he was talking about, so it never got explained. But, in fact, it was explained in the light novel, one of them, and it's very interesting, I guess you could say. I guess you could say it makes you understand one of the characters, like, in further detail, and I like that, like, knowing more about a character. But it also makes you hate someone else in the entirety of the series, that it's like, you're just like unsure what to say, I guess, at that point. It's just like, I don't like this character, but for some people it's like, I don't like this character, but at the same time I do, but I also don't like them. It's kind of like you're confused, like what to think. What am I supposed to think? So yeah, it's more or less that. I'm still not over one part of the light novel though, where it's like it described at least like one little thing, and I'm like, why is it like this? No, it makes me not like this one character even more because it's like, ew, no, get away from me. Oh yeah, and speaking of the light novel, obviously what triggered me to read it like officially was when people started with chapter 91 that in June, the June update chapter. With chapter 91, people were incorporating like their thoughts on their thoughts about something regarding like it's like related to the light novel, And by the way, the light novels are canon, they're just side stories, so that would pretty much not fit in the manga itself. But like in this, like for the light novel here, basically people were talking about connections. Like connections about particular things. And I was like, when I saw this series, I didn't read them, but I was just like thinking how like I should be reading the light novel. At least that one. Because of, you know, people putting it into the series, and all that, like incorporating the details. Okay, that was quick. Did I not add points this whole time? I probably didn't. I think I literally just leveled up and didn't pay attention to anything else. Okay, yeah, a lot of text is not like fixed yet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Oops. I'm level 107 now. You know, also something else about the light novel, I can't get over the fact of like at least like a couple dialogue lines. Mainly one of them, because it's like, it focuses on a number of characters, and one of them is, I guess I could say, the protagonist of the entire series, of, well, the main series. That's reasons, but like it also explains a little bit about what he did, like right before the start of the series. And I say right before because they're both 12, and both of the boys are like 12 in like the beginning, like at the same time. And if you put their birthdays into account, like May and October, it's like somewhere between October and December. And but anyways, like in this case, how do I put this into words? In this case, okay, how do I put this words because I'm like being like dazed out. Oh, the max is 20. Okay. Let's go grind a bit because the buff's gonna disappear. What was I saying? Oh my god, I just realized I just stopped talking about what I was talking about. Oh gosh. Basically what I was saying is like the light novel, for this one particular thing, it detailed, like, it talked about how a character feels when a vampire drinks their blood, and it's like, and I can't get over the detail of it because, well, because of, yeah. And my favorite line of the light novel is how, like, this character says, I will not let him, in this case his childhood friend, and a friend to be in love with him as well, it's like, I will not let him have such an experience of, like, a vampire drinking directly from his neck. And, yeah, if anyone actually, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure people have seen the main manga anyway. The manga. Anyways. It really, like, that one dialogue line is like, it totally does not age well, because it's like, because it's like, he says this, but then if you've been reading the manga, before even reading the light novels or something, I don't know. I don't think you would just jump into the light novels, without knowledge of the series anyway, but I just love how for this, it's like, I would not let him have such an experience, and then you have like, oh, well, time to think back on the manga, where 4 years in the story, 4 in-universe years later, that exactly happens with them, with those two, and it's like, okay. To add context, he turns into a vampire, and the first time he drinks human blood is obviously from. It's so silly to say. I don't say it out loud because it's silly, but it's true. It's canon. Well, not only that, but it's canon that the character likes it. It's like, okay. Can I just remind the audience that when I read that chapter, which is chapter 87, it took me 30 minutes to read it because I was too busy freaking out at the fact that, like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is actually canon dialogue. when I saw the older Tumblr posts, the entire fan base was pretty much reacting to it, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actual, like, dialogue. I was trying to check something. Does it go back? Oh, new ones. Oh, right, I forgot. Not that. I got 2 more monster, collection stuff. Oh yeah, and also speaking of which, another comment that is like, well, this totally didn't age well in the series. Well, in universe, I mean. Where, I don't know if it's in a manga, I'm too lazy to check, but in the anime, I watched the English stuff, by the way. Yeah, the dialogue has to be the same because I remember reading volume 11, which pretty much covered episode 23, 24. And the dialogue is pretty much identical, so, yeah. Anyways, like, the point being, like, this one thing... I love how, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, wrong skill. There we go. And now random skill in my that I have is now like already used a mastery book. Okay, anyways. So like anyways, like in the anime, I don't know if it's in the manga as well, I have to check, but I'm too lazy that I looked at one line where it's like basically it was both just the character being like obviously don't like the situation. The part that I can't get over is like obviously I've seen this in the manga thing. Like it's after I caught up with the manga back in March. So when I watched that episode, it was like the character saying, "Oh, no one would want to drink your nasty blood," and it's like I can't get over that because of like obviously later what happens later and in the story and what else? What happens later in the story and the fact that chapter 87 you just have these canon like things, 2 particular points that are canon, and I'm like, oh wow. Yeah. It's like, well, that didn't age well in the universe. Yeah, in universe it doesn't age well, and I'm like, that's amazing. I love it so much, just the fact that that was the thing, and like when I have caught up with the manga, I was like, wow. It's like it's like this tiny little things I just forget over time because, you know, obviously after a while, after you watch something, you tend to forget about small details, but you tend to remember the bigger details. And I can't get over that. Oh yeah, and also I remember I saw a post. how do I put this in words? Little booze. I'm level 110 now. That's insane. Let's do that. I'm teleporting around because I'm doing quest. If that's not obvious. Ooh. Better item. Let's go sell all these things we don't need. Okay, let's put these here. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like how, yeah, I tend to forget about little details when I watch something. But that's kind of fine because that's normal. Like, I'll usually remember overall stuff, but for like specifics, I tend to not remember a lot of things. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, just yesterday I was on Tumblr casually, and I saw someone I follow reblogged this GIF with a caption, and it took about 3 seconds. It's not really a GIF, but it's like a 10-second clip actually. But the point being, it took 3 seconds into the clip for me to realize it was Seraph of the End related, and I didn't realize it the first time. Because they didn't put it, they didn't tag it. They usually tag like post by like series name, and the point being, I didn't see it like tagged, and so, and with it starting out, like I didn't realize it was Seraph of the End until I saw their faces, and I can't get over that so much. was amazing though. Where's this? Where's this on the map? Oh, okay. Oh god, I am dying. Stop it. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Oops. I guess I was just a little curious because it's been a while since I've done a lot of these quests. Isn't that whole quest line that's like left untouched? Wait, what is this? Okay, let me just do this. Okay, I think I know what to do with that, but I'm not gonna mess with that now. I'm gonna do something else. Where's the button? Now let's go to Ludi Brium. Whatever the word is. Lego place. Okay, not yet. Let's get some quest. Okay, let's get this one a little bit later. Because, reasons. Oh yeah, I leveled up a lot today. Wait, that's not a quest I want to do. Cancel that. Okay. Okay, let's go focus on grinding a bit, doing quests, because that's the easiest way to level up to a certain point. I should also save one of these, just in case I don't reach level 200. I don't know. Also, I want to be level 150 already because the next rewards. so easy to train as Adele, honestly. That's why some of the other classes are really slow, because it's harder to train as them. You know, oh yeah, also something else when I read a light novel, but also before that when I read the chapters again. Because I caught up with it, like since I caught up with it, I've like, and going back to like a lot of earlier points, I'm like, it makes some things more apparent, more obvious, and I'm like, I can't believe this. And one of them, how do I put this? One of them was interesting because, wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, when I read through some things, like, again, it just makes, it just, like, you notice it and you're like, oh my god, later on makes so much more sense because of that, and I can't believe it. I just can't get over it because there were like some lines and I'm like, I can't believe he said it. Like, the number of times he said it, it's like, no wonder he actually likes this one particular thing later on because of what he says a million times. Not like a million times, I'm just exaggerating, but yeah. It's those little details you notice and you're like, I can't believe this. Oh. I have never heard this audio music. How much do I miss? I never heard that track before. I think that's new, obviously, because that's new. I never heard it before. That is so interesting. Put some cleave. I'm really hoping that eventually in the manga it's like, I want something good to happen, like, for a character because something really sad happened. I will not be quiet about it until something good happens in the manga, okay? Like, I want something good to happen, like to this character, please. It's like, don't actually commit to what just happened. I can't say it, I really can't. It's spoilers, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot since those chapters. At the moment, I'm just hoping that we get something about it before October at the earliest, or like before the end of the year in general. In my throat. forgot to mention a few things that I've heard about. So there's been a couple things that were talked about recently. One of the things was if anyone is familiar with there's a game called The World Ends With You, and it's by Square Enix. Style similar to Kingdom Hearts and all that stuff. In fact, like, the characters appeared in one of the Kingdom Hearts games. But also, not just that, but recently, an anime was confirmed, for, The World Ends With You. And, more details are actually going to be revealed on Friday, the 3rd, as, like, in the virtual anime expo stuff, I think. I don't know, I wasn't paying too much attention, but, like, I've heard about that happening, and I'm like, that sounds pretty cool, and I'm curious on what it's gonna be. Like, will it be a direct adaptation of the game, or something else? And also, I have a strong feeling that if it does happen and if it gets dubbed, it'll probably be a different cast, naturally. Anyways, the point being, but that's not all. Like, also recently, the Tale series finally crossed my mind, and, and I've heard that, Tales of Arise, which was announced last year, E3 2019, it's been pushed to 2021 release, like, delayed. And, okay, let me go loot this stuff. And, I don't mind that. I don't mind if it's delayed to 2021. I mean, I expected that to happen because of... you know, the obvious circumstances. And I'm fine with that. I did say something before, like, oh, I'll be upset if this happens, but it's fine. Like, given everything going on, it's fine if there's a delay. And also, about Tales of Arise, like, from what I know, like, we don't know much about the game. Like, we don't know a lot of details. And my guess was, like, I thought it was going to be, like, if the delay happens, it was mostly going to be about, like, oh, because they're not done with the game, like, and because everything. But it seems like they've been able to handle things well. And obviously the only reason for the delay is because they want to have more polishing to the game. Like polish, like, make sure the quality is good and stuff for the game. And it's interesting to think about a little bit because we don't have much information, as I said, about the game. Like, we only got, like, a couple trailers and not so much information. We don't have much preview of what's to come. But I'm so glad that, like, about the fact that, like, a new Tales game is being made. Like, just the fact that one is happening now in 2021 is, like, amazing. But it's like, still, we don't know much about it. But I guess that's fine, because that means, you know, I would go into the game blind and stuff, but... But, like, yeah, it's like we don't know much about the game, so I thought the delay had to do with they didn't finish, like, content, but it was more like... I mean, it's probably that, but... They've mostly mentioned it just because of this situation and working at home, they delay it. I'm just thinking about it a little bit. Because I actually heard about this from a stream I watched where they talked about where people were telling the streamers about The World Ends With You anime and stuff. So, but either way, it will be so. I will be so hyped for Tales of Arise whenever that comes out next year. Oh yeah, there's also Psychonauts 2. I don't know much about like the release for that. I haven't been catching up on information, so it's also kind of a good thing because I do kind of want to jump into that game blind, but I'm also worried about like, okay, if I do that, then what about the length of it? I think I'll find out from one streamer because I follow someone. He's also a voice actor. He plays like a voice actor who also plays a lot of games on his Twitch channel. I follow him on Twitch and Twitter and stuff. And like he's definitely a fan of Psychonauts. So I think I'll know how long the game is based on how long it takes him. Because he's definitely gonna play on day one. And he usually streams for a long time, so I'll have to check the VOD, his VOD to know how long it is to know how long the game is. Like on average. Because I'm honestly not gonna do like 100%ing. I'll try to, but for the most part I wouldn't. So when did I get 30 Star Force? When did I get 30 Star Force? It's because the guild? No, it is not. Oh, it's not Monday anymore. Oh. Yeah, I only got potions on a couple other characters. What else am I thinking about? Wonder, how did I get Star Force? That is strange. I don't know how, but I apparently have. There we go. Level 116. Okay, let's go to a different area. Okay, let's do this quest real quick. I'm trying to go to this Star Force area. Apparently I have 30. I don't remember ever getting 30 though, which is creepily the issue. Or I could just teleport there. How did I get 30 Star Force? Do they automatically do that now? Oh no, curse. Oh my god, I wish these tutorials could be disabled. is it this side? I usually go the other side for this stuff. Oh my god, the EXP. Holy crap. Okay, let's go this way. I like the music in the other area. Oh god, lag. There you go. And areas, the Star Force areas give a lot of EXP. And I'll say easily one of my favorite places in the game just because of the aesthetic. For some reason, the aesthetic is slightly familiar to me. As in, like, something else, but I don't know what it is. Ooh, level up. Grind quickly. I just remembered something. Like, okay, I've been reading, like, some posts on Tumblr, like, about, like, people could talk about, like, differences between manga and anime sometimes. And I'm just remembering that, okay, I'm distracted by something else, but I remember, like, I see a lot of posts like this, and I get it that, like, obviously anime's done a little bit differently than a manga, like the original manga, if it's an adaptation. And basically, something I would want to mention as someone who kind of like looks into a bunch of these things, like for like a manga original turned anime adaptation, it makes sense why some things are different, and it's always on part of the creator doing that, like for the outline, like purposely making it different. Like, if I'm right, the creator is usually the one, like, focused on, like basically overlooking the adaptations to make sure it's accurate. And I know this a little bit because for one of the mangas that I read, I finally read the afterwords in the volumes. And when I read the volumes that were related to like when they were talking about the anime, it outright was basically like they made the outline. They did the outline. They made the outline for the anime. So basically, if anything is different, it's on purpose by the creator. So it's like to kind of point out that they're responsible for the outline of it. You know, also when I think about it, like, like the series, the anime, the manga I have on my shelf, well, soon enough it'll be like 4. I have 3 of them right now, but it'll soon be 4 because I'm gonna get the Hanako-kun volumes, the physical copies. But the point being, one thing I've noticed is that, after I get the 4th, manga series, it will be a total, it will be like 3 out of the 4 mangas on my shelf are all dubbed by Funimation. And all 3 of those series, one voice actor voices in all 3 of them. And they're one of my favorite voice actors. And I find that interesting that I noticed about like the manga on my shelf. That there's like a trend where it's like all the manga on my shelf have like the anime adaptations. One of the characters is actually like one character in each is voiced by the same person. So it's like I love that so much. And I say 3 out of 4. Well, I don't have the 4th one yet, but because one of them is Promised Neverland and he obviously didn't voice in it because Funimation did not dub it. Bang Zoom Entertainment was the dubbing people. Were they? Yeah, Bang Zoom, because when I was watching Demon Slayer, the anime dub on Toonami, I watch it on demand because I can't stay up so late at night, but like I follow one of the voice actors in the Demon Slayer dub, and yeah, comments of Bang Zoom Entertainment, so yeah. But Aniplex has the rights to it. Okay. Level 119. Oh yeah, I do have some FAQ stuff related to anime, like favorite stuff or something. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to edit a command with better like answers for like favorite characters, but I'm also at the same time like I don't want to type a character's full name because I'm like nope. I wish I did though because I want to let people know like yes, this is a favorite character. But it's like I have to think of like who would be my favorite character from each of the animes I love, but it's like I don't really have a set favorite character for all of them. Oh, Seraphion's different because they do have actually I guess Academia as well, but mostly Seraphion. I don't know, there's a thing with the characters I like, so I pretty much try to say like the overall personality of the character I would like. And considering the theme so far, it's always a character who is, I mean, I do like a lot of the characters, but I guess if I had to pick one, it's usually the one who is, like, aloof, I guess. Aloof, stoic, basically, they appear aloof and stoic, but they have a very gentle heart and, are very sweet characters. I guess I don't know how to describe describe it? How do I describe the personality of a character? I don't even know. I'm trying to stem this from, like, that I have, like, one, like, a specific favorite from Cerulean and trying to describe his personality. Because that's kind of, like, what draws me to characters. Like, to being, like, a specific favorite. Ooh, quest. I'm level 120. Okay, story quest. Give me a second. Oh boy. What's up? Whoa, I have so many points to fill in. Give me a moment. Okay. Oh yeah, the link skill should be upgraded too. Yeah, level 2. Okay, let's go see the thing here. Should I still leave the screen like this? Let's see. You guys could still read it. I guess I won't switch it if you guys could still read it. Okay. Okay, the sound effects are on. Just in case. Okay. Adele, we've located an artifact from the days of the old God King. The banner his knights marched under. It seems the old knights' banner appeared on the black market. Should I head to Savage Terminal now? Sure. You know what? Nah, it doesn't matter. Forget it. A shadow dealer will be... Oh my god. Dealer will be waiting for you when you get there. We already paid up, so you just need to pick up the goods. Uh-huh. You must be the fancy pants who bought this old rag. Let me guess. Starting an art collection? Strong silence, Ivy. Works for me. I'm Katina, shadow dealer extraordinaire. Charmed to meet you, or whatever. Wait a second. You're High Flora. Katina, calm down. Just show me the banner. Not so fast. What's your business here, Flora? I'm looking for objects from my past to rekindle my forgotten memories. You expect me to believe that? Stop, Katina. You can't pick fights with our clients. The chief will have our hides for this. Fine, Connie, you can finish the deal on your own. I'm done here. And you, Ears? This is your lucky day. So sorry to keep you waiting. I have your merchandise here in this container. She hates the High Flora. Don't pay that any mind. Katina has always had a thing about High Flora. It doesn't help that Darmor started trouble with us shadow dealers not too long ago. Luckily, we put a stop to that. His lackey, Mr. Hazard, tried turning the core of Savage Terminal into some kind of weapon. Oh, but look at me flapping my gums. I'll leave you with your purchase. First I find out he's after the ancient key of Estonia. Now it's turning Savage Terminal into a weapon. What is Jaren Darmor up to? I should head back and inspect our purchase. I better find a safe place before I see what's inside this. I'll be quite vulnerable if its contents evoke a memory of my past. As you remove the Knights' banner from the container, you realize it's been torn into 2 pieces. A new memory stirs within you. Is this truly an honorable war? Our job is to obey our liege. The God King's madness grew worse, and it was beginning to affect all of Grandis. A rift was forming between the knights as well. On one side were those who rejected the senseless war. On the other, those who had absolute faith in their God King. Over time, the knights grew even more suspicious of each other. Finally, they split into 2 different factions. I was left guarding our camp with my few remaining companions. A knight's calling is to follow their liege. But does that justify such injustice? As I contemplated my path as a knight, war drew ever closer. I had no choice but to make a decision in the end. So I betrayed my king to stop a dishonorable war? Was there no other way but to break my oath? That's interesting. Oh, I got this. No, we're gonna get that on my main. Interesting story. Okay, also at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Let's not switch the screen. I think you guys could still read it anyway. I like Adele's story. Like, it does add more to Grandis lore and stuff. Well, it makes sense because this is the... How many classes now? There's Kaiser, 1, Angelic Buster, 2... Katina was next, and then there was Ilium. That makes 4. Ark was 5th, Ho Young was... Okay, yeah, the 7th Grandis focus class. And I like how, like... Yeah, we're learning more about the flora, and I like that so much. Okay, anyways, I'm still curious of Darmor's case because, you know, we meet him in Cernium's storyline, and his dialogue is interesting. Where he's like, "I hate the flora just as much as any Nova," and it's like, I wonder why. Like, why that's the case, and then cliffhanger, and we don't know. There's no story content as far as I know in KMS. I already checked, like, before, and it seems like they're just, considering that, like, it seems like Adele's meeting the other, Grandis characters, I think she will meet Ark eventually in the story. I hope she does. I mean, he's also High Flora. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. So it seems like the timeline of events, Adele was like probably like sealed around like the war or something. I don't know. It's really hard to tell because, you know, Ark is also part of the army, but from like obviously a different point of time. Like definitely way later after Darmor like was like, you know, in this place. Like his position of power, I mean. So I'm like wondering what's just thinking. Oh yeah, and also I just realized, I forgot to mention, over the weekend, obviously after my streams of Maplestory, I learned about, how do I put this? I heard of 2 voice actors, like, announce their roles in the Adele storyline. And I was right about one of them. Well, one of the confirmed ones, because I was like, it sounds just like... Okay, basically in this case, it's Sean Chiplock. And I was like, I didn't say it in my stream because I didn't want to assume if I was wrong. That I was like, this character sounds like another in this game already, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions. But turns out it is. And I was like, oh my god, yes. It's amazing. I am this other voice actor who I've heard in a couple animes and a couple video games already. Yeah, she's also the pink-haired Flora, High Flora that we met early on. And I'm pretty sure it's obvious to know her name. I mean, her name is question marks, but it's pretty obvious we know who it is based on the only name that was revealed in the entire story so far that didn't seem to be connected to a specific person. So yeah. Well, like a specific person of like on like the character dialogue boxes or something. My pack. I've been sitting in this chair too long. I think that's a sign. Okay, what else talk about? I still don't know the other voice actors, yet. I think on the Maplestory Reddit and some other places they probably confirmed a role, but I had to look into it. I'll find out. Obviously, naturally. But for now I won't think about it. So oh, look at that loot. Also, I'm gonna focus on grinding for a bit. Well, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot about this. Okay, let's do this real quick so I could get the buffs. 'Cause I realized I could have done this the whole time. I know I have so much EXP. I mean, points to spend. just put up one on other things for now. Oh yeah, something I also just realized recently. My damage range on my Angelic Buster is actually in the millions. I didn't realize it was until I actually took a closer look, you could say. And I'm like, wow. I had to count the number placements just to figure that out, and I'm like, really? And I'm not that funded anyway in this game. As in, I don't spend money. If I ever spend money, it's usually just cosmetics anyway. Oh, and also I'm gonna end the stream in about like maybe a few minutes. Because I am getting hungry and it's lunchtime. Well, not really. It's 1 p.m. Eastern time. But of course, it doesn't really matter when I have lunch, as long as I eat, obviously. Struggle seminar is that you forget to eat for like several hours until you just realize, like, wow, I'm starving. A lot of EXP, holy crap. I think I'll skip the ESO stream this week and do some more Maplestory. If before anyone asks, I will go back to some more ESO stuff. I'm just playing it on my own time because reasons. I'm running out of mastery books to use. I'm gonna focus on grinding a little more because I do want more damage stuff. Let's put another of these. Leave because it's a powerful attack skill. I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I did mention it briefly in my ESO streams, but I did see like Final Fantasy VII stuff. Like, okay, as I mentioned in one of my streams, I watched a remake. Well, all these things I can't really play because I either don't have the console or I can't play the game at all because of money reasons. But in this case, like, I watched a remake, about a few weeks ago. I watched Crisis Core. That was sad. It was emotional. I know it has some its downsides, but it's actually not that bad. And also, I watched the original Final Fantasy VII for the first time. I mean, I did watch it before, but I couldn't, like, I couldn't bring myself to watch, like, it every single time. But now that the remake, like, after seeing the remake, I watched the original, and now I'm gonna rewatch it soon. Oh, and also I watched Advent Children, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. That's a whole crazy thing that I cannot even describe. But it was actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm aware of most of the things in the Final Fantasy VII timeline. There is a couple other things, but I don't think I'll be able to get to it. I think I'll just read about it instead. But yeah. And so pretty soon I'm going to watch the remake again from a different YouTuber who is a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, and I want to see him react to the ending of the remake. Because what's happening in the remake is gonna drastically change, I think, what part 2 is gonna be of the remake. Because the remake so far only covers Midgar, and that was like 8 hours, give or take, in the original. And it's extended by so much in the remake that it's like, I can't wait to see how part 2 ends up being. I can't wait. I'm really curious on how it will be in the remake so much. Because my guess now is obviously things are different because, you know, it's a remake and all that, and spoiler reasons to everything, but it makes me more excited about seeing what else they can do in the remake for the rest of the story. Especially one particular point, which I will not say because, you know, it's spoilers. But I'm looking forward to it a whole lot. I cannot wait. That's better. I can't wait. I know it's gonna be a while because they're only in the development process of part 2, but I can't wait. There's still plenty of time, and to do so many other things to keep, waiting isn't the last thing on your mind. Actually, no, waiting, to make waiting the last thing on your mind. I mean, because if it isn't, then it's you're wasting your time waiting for a game when you could do something else. Obviously, that's what I'm doing. Obviously, yeah. Okay, I want a little more level up stuff. Come on. Oh yeah, I think if I get more story quests off screen, I'm gonna not play them on purpose so I could keep leveling on my own time. Kind of makes sense I waited for this moment a little bit because I had to get the chop advancement anyway, so didn't want to delay that. What else going on? I'm trying to think on something a bit. Okay, I'm almost level to 125. I think I'll stop at level 125 for this stream. I'll still keep playing, but I want to watch Jack's video on Last of Us 2, so I kind of wanted to see that. I think it's the last one in his playthrough, so I'll watch that, and yeah. And I have a strong feeling that when I check, what's this? Parent. No, go away. Where is it? Oh my god, I hate this going on in huge maps because you don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Guess I know where it is this time. Let's do this quickly. What? Okay, let me go get this and then I'll stop. Yeah, I think I'll do another Maplestory stream this week, give or take. I'll continue with some ESO next week though, so yeah, that's what I'll do, I think. Anyways, that'll be all for today's stream. I did spend a lot of time talking, but that's fine. I did make audio adjustments this time around. I'm not sure how loud it is because for some reason these days I don't have a lot of time testing stuff because I'm getting lazy and yeah, among other things, that's been happening. I leveled up a lot, like a whole 30 levels. I'm trying to get to level 200 on time. I'm gonna check this while I'm at it. Okay, this is when I get the damage skin. And also, I'm trying to get to level 200 for this stuff, so... yeah. What's this? Oh, that's interesting. That's a lot of stats. Okay, get off the screen. Okay. Anyways, I just pretty much leveled Adele character today. Did a lot of additional stuff. And, yeah. Guess that's mostly it. Yeah, I also talked a bunch. I'm stumbling on my words. I also talked a lot about stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I leveled up my character and talked about a bunch of things, and I haven't really gained any contribution to the guild, apparently. I'm apparently ranked 364. I'm so salty it's in the negatives. Why? Why does it do that? I have to get to 100k just to get out of the negatives. But anyways, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all in the next stream.